We've detected exactly 3 objects from interstellar space passing through our solar system. One looked like a comet, one looked like nothing we'd ever seen, and one is making scientists question everything we thought we knew about the first two. Let me show you why each visitor got progressively stranger, and why Atlas is forcing us to completely rethink what we saw before. Visitor 1, OUMUAMUA, October 2017. The first interstellar object ever detected. OUMUAMUA was bizarre from the start. It was shaped like a cigar, 10 times longer than it was wide, tumbling end over end through space. No comet tail, no visible outgassing. But here's the kicker. It accelerated away from the sun in ways gravity couldn't explain. Scientists expected to see gas jets causing this acceleration. The rocket effect from sublimating ice. They found nothing. The Spitzer Space Telescope, one of our most sensitive infrared instruments, detected 0 emissions. No gas, no dust, no explanation. Harvard's Avi Loeb proposed it could be an alien light sail, a thin reflective sheet pushed by solar radiation. The scientific community mostly dismissed this. They invented a new term, dark comet, a comet without a visible tail. But as Loeb pointed out, calling something a comet without a tail is like calling something invisible light. It's a contradiction. Mass, estimated 400,000 tons. Speed, 26 kilometers per second. Water content, unknown, but probably none based on observations. Anomalies, non-gravitational acceleration with no visible cause. Then we moved on. OUMUAMUA left the solar system. The debate faded. Maybe it was just weird. Visitor 2, Borisov, August 2019 finally. Something normal? Borisov looked exactly like comets from our own solar system. It had a bright coma, a classic tail. It outgassed normally. Spectroscopic analysis showed water-rich composition, typical dirty snowball chemistry. It followed gravitational physics perfectly with acceleration matching visible gas emissions. Mass, estimated 200 million tons. Speed, 33 kilometers per second. Water content, high, 80–90% like normal comets. Anomalies, none, 0. It was completely, wonderfully ordinary. Scientists breathed a sigh of relief. See? Interstellar comets are just comets. OUMUAMUA was probably natural too, just unusual. The universe made sense again. Atlas, July 2025. Atlas makes OUMUAMUA look normal by comparison. It's not just strange. It's systematically anomalous across every measurement we take. Mass, 33 billion tons. That's 1,000,000 times more massive than OUMUAMUA, 165 times heavier than Borisov. Speed, 58 kilometers per second, faster than both, despite being enormous. Water content, 4%. Not water-rich, not even water-poor, essentially waterless. But mass and composition are just the beginning. Atlas has 9 statistical anomalies. Perfect ecliptic alignment, extreme negative polarization, industrial nickel, ratios, a sunward jet defying physics, arrival from the WOW signal direction, perfect timing for planetary flybys, and non-gravitational acceleration at perihelion. And here's what makes it different from OUMUAMUA. We can actually test it. Atlas is so massive that if its acceleration comes from natural outgassing, it must have lost 5.5 billion tons of material at perihelion. That creates a cloud so massive it's impossible to miss. We're checking right now with JUICE and ground-based telescopes. By December, we'll know. If the cloud isn't there, if Atlas accelerated without massive outgassing, then we can't just invent new terms and move on. We have to face what the data is telling us. Here's why this matters. Atlas is forcing us to look back at OUMUAMUA with new eyes. 2 interstellar objects, both accelerating without visible cause, both exhibiting behaviors that challenge natural explanations. One we dismissed as weird, one we can't dismiss. The pattern is this: the more carefully we look, the stranger they get. Borisov was normal because it actually was a comet. OUMUAMUA and Atlas aren't behaving like comets. And maybe we need to stop forcing them into that category, as Loeb puts it. When a cave dweller finds a cell phone, calling it a glowing rock doesn't make it a rock. Sometimes the simplest explanation isn't a new type of natural object. Sometimes it's something we didn't expect to find. The data from Atlas is still coming in. December observations will be definitive. But whatever we learn, it's going to reshape how we think about those first two visitors. Because if Atlas is artificial, then maybe OUMUAMUA was too. And that changes everything.